Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ehsan, and in today's video we're going to solve another IELTS reading from this book, IELTS Cambridge 15 Test 3 Reading Passage 3. And the type of question that I'm covering in this video is summary completion. It is a good idea for you to have a pencil and take notes and turn off any distractors such as your cell phones to have your full concentration. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies to deal with this kind of problem, and it is a good idea to have a smile on your face while watching this video. Okay guys, but before we get started, if you're new here, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so whenever I upload a new video you'll be aware of it. Let's jump into it. As always, I'll split the page into two halves. On the left hand side you can see the passage, and on the right hand side you can see the questions relating this passage. On the previous video I covered these questions, complete each sentence, and now in today's video I'm covering this question 32 to 36, summary completion. But you have to choose the words from this box. You have to do actually two jobs. First you have to locate the answer. When you locate it, find the synonym of this word in the passage into this box. So this is some kind of a hard problem, especially when it's not just focusing on the specific vocabulary. Sometimes it's focusing on the reading comprehension in this type of questions, especially when it comes to passage 3, which is the most difficult ones between the rest of the passages. Okay, now here it says that phylogenetic analysis, but actually you can find a specific vocabulary in the question to find where your answer is. 58 stories. This is a great keyword to start. It includes numbers. Numbers are so much easier to find, and you can find it in here. Pretty easy to find. Okay. Now here it says that Tehrani used techniques from evolutionary biology to find out if dash existed among 58 stories from around the world. Now here it says that here checking for variants of these two tales and similar stories from Africa, East Asia and other regions, which is from around the world. Okay, these are paraphrased from around the world. He ended up with 58 stories recorded from oral traditions. Once his phylogenetic analysis had established that they were indeed related. He used the same methods or techniques to explore how they have developed and altered over time. So find out if some kind of a relationship they were indeed related. So related, you can find here, what is the right answer? Of course this is the right answer, links. Links means related, but you can write links in here. You had to write D in your answer sheet. Be careful with that. You just had to write D in your answer sheet, not links. Okay. The questions and answers in this type of question is in the same order, but your first job is have to find the answer. So the first question maybe takes more time, and the follow-up questions is so much easier because now we're moving forward to the next paragraph for the next question. He also wanted to know which aspects of the stories had fewest. Concentrate of this word, fewest, or maybe the least. So here it says that first he tested some assumptions about which aspects of the story alter least. Least means fewest. Alter. Alter is the right answer for this question. Alter least as it evolves. Alter means some kind of a change. So what is the vocabulary in this box? Means change, order, ending, events, records, people, plot, variations, warning, variations. Okay, variations is the synonym. So the right answer would be F, not variations. F. You had to write F in your answer sheet. Again, be careful with that. Okay, I highlight them because I want to know these are somehow crossed out from the rest, so I do not read them again. Next question. As he believed these aspects would be the most important ones. Okay, contrary to other beliefs, he found that some dash that were included in a story tended to change over time, and that the middle of a story seemed no more important than the other parts. So, tended to change, found that somewhat that were included in a story, this is great to look for, included in a story. Okay. Folklorists believe that what happens in a story is more central to the story than the characters in it. That visiting a relative only to be met by a scary animal in disguise is more fundamental than whether the visitor is a little girl or okay, blah blah blah. However, important vocabulary to notice. Always tell you be careful with however, while, whereas, but. Tehrani found no significant difference in the rate of evolution. In the rate of evolution could be a synonym to changing over, somehow changing over time. Of incidents. Incidents. What is the meaning of incidents? Incidents means events compared with that of characters. Certain episodes are very stable because they are crucial to the story, but important, there are lots of other details that can evolve quite freely. He says neither did his analysis support the theory that the central section of a story is the most conserved part. He found no significant difference in the flexibility of events. Here again he says events, they're compared with the beginning. So what is this? Some dash that were included in a story tended to change over time. Tended to change over time means the rate of it somehow correspond to this one, rate of evolution, or can evolve, details that can evolve quite freely. You could say that this is the synonym again about changing over time. So what is that included in a story? Incidents. Incidents means events. So here you had to write B in your answer sheet for this one as well. Next question. He was also surprised. Really an obvious keywords to look for. That parts of a story which seem to provide some sort of what were unimportant. So surprised. But important vocabulary to notice. The really big surprise, the answer would be in here, came when he looked, as you see, when I found the keyword, I read that sentence with more focus, and that's important because you don't have to read all the passage with more concentration. You don't have enough time for that during IELTS exam. You have to know what sentence you have to be focused on it completely. So, came when he looked at the cautionary elements of the story. Studies on hunter-gathered folktales suggest that these narratives include really important information about the environment and the possible dangers that may be faced there, stuff that's relevant to survival, he says. Yet in his analysis, such elements were just as flexible as seemingly trivial details. Trivial. What is the synonym for trivial? Trivial means unimportant. So what are the things that were unimportant? Something about cautionary elements, possible dangers, relevant to survival, and what do they have in common to find out? You can see the table for that. Ending, no. Order, no. Records, people, warning. These are some kind of a warning. So here, this is the right answer, warning. But you had to write C in your answer sheet. And the last question, the aspect that he found most important in a story survival was what? And here it says that what then is important enough to be reproduced from generation to generation? The answer, it would appear, is fear. This is the answer, fear. So now, what is the synonym for fear? Horror. It's completely obvious. The horror is the right answer. So you had to write G in your answer sheet. And this is the last question. Okay, guys. If you have any questions relating these type of questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you for the next question types on the next video. Stay tuned till then.